All right, hello y'all. Today we're here at Luz Avenue and we are here at Music One Stop Shop in Richmond, Virginia. And today I am here with
9.
hey, girl. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a long time coming. And today I really wanted to take this time to talk to you about a lot of your artistry experience and your solo trip and everything. I previously mentioned to you, I think it was online, like on Instagram, I was like promoting my podcast show that we're here now.
Yeah.
And the foundation of it, in which really sparked, like, was able to set up the foundation of what I was going to do, is when I went on a solo trip to Canada, which I will talk about more about later. But you then mentioned you went to multiple different places, right? Do you mind telling me again where were they?
Yeah.
Or the audience.
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yeah. Excited.
Thank you for being here.
Connect with you more.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a flight attendant in like my mid 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I was based in Dubai, but all of our destinations were international destinations.
Yeah.
And so that was just really when I had the bulk of the opportunity to just go wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my first trip that I remember was Sao Paulo in Brazil.
Okay. Is
and
that the capital? No, that's not the capital, right?
I'm not the best at
Yeah, me. I'm like, no, it's Rio de Janeiro. Rio, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Rio also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so so that was like the first one.
Okay.
Some of my trips I didn't get to actually explore.
Yeah.
It would be like a quick turnaround type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some of my favorites. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Where were your favorites?
Yeah.
Or where you did also get to explore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love Nairobi, Kenya.
Oh,
like
nice. I heard Kenya's very pretty.
Beautiful, best partying experience of my life.
Okay.
And it was not like the typical nice looking club. It was like outside.
Okay.
It was like a roof type thing over us, and they had like food and a bar and everything.
Wow.
But it was amazing. It was like everyone was dancing.
That's
everyone. Yeah. It was just a completely different experience. I was like, oh my god,
I want to come again.
Yeah.
How was like the culture there? Like, how did the people treat you? And
so like one thing that I enjoy the most when I travel is like going to markets and trying to go to places that locals go to.
Right.
So I found that people were generally kind.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as bad as like the heavily populated areas where tourists are like just, because some people are kind of not the kindest.
Yeah.
So
it's nice
I understand.
Like, okay. Yeah. And it's good to go somewhere where it is like almost second nature for the people to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, like there's gonna be obviously like a few bad apples, but
yeah.
It is nice to go to places with the culture being like kindness being a staple in their culture and stuff. So that's nice to see, especially to like Americans. Yeah. So we don't really have the best record.
Yeah, we don't.
So
I also think that's like energetic. You know?
Yeah.
Because people can look at you and feel you.
Yeah.
And so I think that when that leads, then where you're from is just like a talking point.
Yeah.
But if you come in and you're like obnoxious and all the things, they're like, oh, you're American.
Yeah.
So
like America for real.
Yeah.
I'm screaming. So
yeah.
Nairobi. How do you
Nairobi.
Sorry, Nairobi. I'm having like a tongue twister. Kenya.
Yeah.
So with that, like, was there for me like when I did my solo trip? It was like when I went, I was not looking for something, but I knew something was going to be like given to me, like I was going to learn something just naturally, you travel. So was there anything that you necessarily like a life lesson or something you learned while being in Kenya? Or something that you came back with that you weren't, that you
no, not specifically.
Okay.
I do have a solo trip.
Okay.
That I had an experience like that.
Yeah, where to?
So it was not anywhere, It was Miami.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But so I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old and a now 2-year-old.
And one of them has my birthday.
Oh,
you remember
yes.
you told me that 9/17.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. I remember. Funny how things work. But
yeah, because I have 2 Virgos, so I'm like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We didn't hear. Know that. And it's Virgo season right now. So
yeah.
So Miami,
yeah,
which is a great place. Honestly,
yes.
I love Miami.
Yeah. But so after I had my second daughter, you know, in the breastfeeding journey and doing all, doing all the things, I just found myself like burned out.
Yeah.
And I could only do 2 days. And really, it wasn't even the full 48 hours.
Yeah.
So I just went and I just decided like 2 days before.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm doing this. She's going to be okay. Y'all are going to be okay. Okay, I'm going.
I got to come.
And man, that trip was so transformative for me.
Wow.
Because there's like a big cycle that you close out when you have a child where like you have to morph into a new version of yourself.
Right. I've been hearing that.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, it was like I experienced a new Miami.
Yeah.
Because I was there for different things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Everything felt like a sign, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes they really do be, you know, because it is your reality. So it's like, especially if you said that, like those unhinged trip, which my solo trip was kind of unhinged. So 2 days before, it's very like, and I don't say it unhinged in a derogatory term. I say it just like it needs to happen because something in me needs to be released. I don't know what,
absolutely.
You know, and sometimes it's not even bad. It's just something that has to go. And like you saying, like you became a new person. It's like you were closing out a chapter. It really just sounds like something had to leave. You were birthing a new you, even though you gave birth to someone new. You know, you were becoming you, and you know. Also, shout out to you. Being a mother is not an easy job. You know.
Yeah.
So you taking that moment to draw awareness to the fact that you needed to go. I think that's very brave. I think to speak on, especially with all that we know now about like postpartum and motherhood and stuff. And while I'm not a mother, I am friends with mothers. I follow mothers. You know, I research too because I want to become a mother too. Not saying that you have to have children to be a mother because you can mother people as well. So. But when I have my own kids, I think it's very beautiful when I see women talk about their journey and then where they are now. So, because like to y'all, it's like, you know, I did it, but it's brave, it's strong, it's courageous to be like to fight those things and then also care for someone. So when you went to Miami and you said like everything felt like a sign, maybe could you give me like maybe 1 or 2 signs that was like so specific?
Yeah. Let me think about this.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I have been just receiving messages for a few months about connecting with the ocean. You know?
Yeah.
And
I definitely do. I love the ocean.
But I never had like a plan for it.
Right.
So like when this trip just came about.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that, but when I got there and I saw the water, everything made sense. And it's like, oh, you need to go in that water.
You need to.
Yeah.
Like something
water is so healing and cleansing.
I saw something too where it's like emotion.
Like the ocean. Course.
Yeah, you know, and water symbolizes like, you know, emotions in a way too. So it's like maybe, you know, saying that you need to go in that water, something had to be released in it.
Yeah, a lot of releasing.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, the water is so heavy and usually you feel heavy going into it, but you always feel lighter coming out, you know?
Yes. Yeah. And even just, like, you know, being in nature and being able to just be free, you know? Sometimes you need to be loud. You gotta yell. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've had those few times where I go on a trail and I scream, like, or I'm in my car and I'm driving and I scream.
Me too.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, you do.
Because kids do it. It's like, why? At what point do we lose our range of motion, voice, everything. Because you come out doing it all. And then at some point, it's like, that's not acceptable. You have to keep it under here to be normal.
Normal. Whatever normal is.
Right.
Because...
Well, I encourage all the things.
Yeah.
Screaming, whatever you have to do.
To release.
Because then it'll come out constructively.
Because if you...
Other ways.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. The harboring. Absolutely. Yeah, you break after a while. And, like, it's good to break, but how you break is very... it could be detrimental. So I think, like, with realizing that you have emotions that you're harboring on, it's important to release those. And it's funny because I was having, like I told you, I've been having this conversation with different kinds of people and stuff. And with my friend that I told you I would love for you to meet, Maya, we were talking about it. I was, like, telling her, we were having a discussion, and I was saying how I feel like art is the release of your emotions. That's what that process is, just release. While other things could be released, like the solo trips and going out into nature, but, like, artistry, I feel like is a form, like, it's the emotion of release. Because, a lot of artists, we're emotional, we're sensitive about our shit. Yes, so absolutely. To tie it all in back to that too, you are an artist. And what is your artistry? Oops. And it doesn't have to be one thing, because one thing we've all been running into, we're all multifaceted. So
absolutely. I think one of my main focuses right now is music. Yes.
Yeah. So a singer, songwriter. Yeah. Yeah. You do have some new music you put out. Yeah. You want to go ahead and shout that out?
Yeah, sure. So my artist name is 9. So it's the number 9 and a period. Yeah. But I have one song, Blue World, that is on all streaming platforms, and my second single was Not Like Me.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Those are my oldest songs. Not Like Me is the first song that I ever wrote, and Blue World is the second.
Wow.
So I'm not current at all. I can't wait to start putting out newer music. Yeah. That's from... a few years ago.
It's fine though, because I mean, you're promoting it now. There's never an end date with music. Ever.
Not at all.
It's timeless. For there's good music is timeless. So
absolutely.
Even though that's not current, it's really good. I heard Not Like Me, and I really enjoyed that too.
Thank you.
So I think it's beautiful. What inspired Not Like Me?
Okay, so first, before this thought leaves my mind, so I kind of have been intentionally starting with my old music so I can take people along the journey of me. Naturally with the music. But Not Like Me was, I felt like me seeing myself for the first time and realizing how people were responding to me, how things were really. And just being shocked and being like, wow, I had these just great intentions for people and seeing people through the lens of myself,
right,
who were not necessarily reflections of me. And seeing that for, what it is, because people are only being themselves and only doing what you allow.
True.
But nonetheless, it was shocking to me.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
You are not like me.
No, not at all.
And that might be okay.
It's okay, but
I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly. Yeah. I feel that. I definitely do feel that. I feel like also in this industry, I'm gonna watch my words with this. But you realize people aren't like you, and while we are in an industry where people have many gifts, many talents, everyone didn't get their talents and gifts from the same place.
Oh, absolutely.
And how do you navigate with realizing that someone did it, right? And while you realize that they necessarily didn't get their talents and habits from where you did, which maybe naturally God given, and that's, I want to specify that. How do you navigate dealing with those who have talents and gifts that are using it not to push others ahead, but to push people down? How do you navigate with the hate necessarily, really, like those who choose to hate and bully and be evil? Have you ran into any of that?
You know,
I do.
In the present tense, no.
Okay, good.
People like that are not, they may be attracted to me. But I don't think that I really have the space for those kind of interactions right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not really experiencing that. But I have, absolutely.
Okay, so you have.
I mean, I kind of live and let live. Everyone is on their own journey for their own specific reasons.
Yeah.
And where they are and doing what they're doing for a reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And people that want to use their gifts for other things, I won't probably listen to their music.
Yeah.
Because it probably doesn't make me feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I listen to what makes me feel good.
Yeah, yeah,
and so I don't like shade it, hate it, none of that. I might even like the beat.
Yeah.
But
I like the beat. The beat was nice.
the intention in the words is important. And I can't play things that don't feel good and don't like, they're not well for me. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I would hope nobody else does that.
Yeah, but, well, a lot of people do though, because we hear the music.
Oh, true, yeah.
And
that is true.
It's affirming some of not the best things, and people are listening to it and saying it.
Yeah.
So
that's how we move through that. You kind of just
I live and let live.
Yeah. I like that, and I think I like that term a lot too, because like you really do have to let others do them, you know, especially because that's why I was trying to choose my words carefully, because who am I to say that it's wrong? But, you know, there is good and bad. We all know that. But, like, when you said that people are on their own journey for what their specific reasons are, I think that's a very important thing to say, too, because people do things because of what they know, what they've experienced, and how they perceive things. So the term to say live and let live is, because some people are really going to have to learn on their own.
Absolutely.
And everything. So in this industry, you haven't had any like bully experience? I know present tense you're not right now, but you said you have in the past.
Bully? No.
They don't bully her. No bad.
No.
That's good.
It's not even, I mean, no, people are not. But like I said, I'm just coming from a place of just genuinely wanting the best for myself and thinking that other people want that for themselves. So I'm supporting that for them as well. You know?
Yeah.
And so, you
don't really engage.
No.
What would be the advice to people who probably, because with the music, I mean, it's in the industry.
And
you know what I mean?
To be fair, I also have been very selective about who I've worked with so far. And I haven't worked with a whole lot of people that I don't have personal relationships with.
Okay.
Not that I'm not open to that. I absolutely am. But I think I'm a pretty good judge of... Yeah. And so, you know, I think I'm working with the right people.
Yeah.
And
that's like important too. So that I think that would be something advice you would give, to just make sure you do work with the right people.
Yeah, just do what feels right. You know.
You do.
And then when you go against that feeling,
you know.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me double back on that.
Okay.
I have not experienced bullying. I have experienced lack of integrity.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is not a place that I operate from.
Okay, yeah.
And I have dealt with disappointments in business and things.
That's a point too. Like bullying doesn't even have to necessarily even be.
Yeah, I mean, just people moving in ways that are unlike how I would handle situations.
Right.
Because that's ultimately what it is with everything. You know. I think that people need to hear what they've done wrong.
Yeah.
And then I think you need boundaries, and you move forward, and you learn a lesson.
You do.
And that's what,
You can't, I remember learning, you can't hold on to it.
No, you learn a lesson, and then you move forward with better boundaries.
Yeah, and move accordingly. For
sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree with you. The reason why I asked about the bully question is because with being in this industry, I worked in many different industries, and this is not even me working because I don't get paid to do this,
Absolutely.
right? This is like, if anything, I'm paying myself now.
It's
for
work,
all
though.
It is.
It's work because you reap the benefits in other ways.
Yeah, and I've been reaping the benefits, and then I've also been networking, meeting new people,
Absolutely.
forming new friendships, new bonds, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
So while I'm not necessarily getting paid, abundance is coming in different ways.
Yes.
Spiritually, mentally, so.
Sure.
And physically, honestly, like I've been up and moving again now too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I have noticed while you can't bully me. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. So the question about asking my bullies, I don't get bullied. Can't bully me. When I feel it though, boundaries will be set.
Yeah.
I asked that bully question because I've noticed it. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that people do try it. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that too. I didn't know if that was like a thing. Mm-hmm. And with you saying that you have dealt with people with lack of integrity, and I feel like that's also something I've noticed too. Mm-hmm. And I say that, and I ask all these questions because for people who are now coming into the industry, like because I don't even want to consider myself a newbie anymore because now I've been here for like about 6 to 7 months, so I'm starting to get comfortable and stuff. Like, I know advice that I would give someone coming into this industry is you need to be 10 toes on who you are and know that and like stay true to that.
Absolutely.
Is there any, like you said, you would tell people to obviously put those boundaries and everything, but what would be something you would tell a new like musician, artist, creative entering the industry, maybe timid, scared?
Yeah. I think what you said is very important. Knowing yourself. Yeah. That's it. And having a strong connection with source, whatever that means for you. Mm-hmm. You need to be to stay on your journey because it's not a straight line, and it doesn't make sense all the time. Mm-hmm. And you need to be able to hear your instructions and be obedient. Yeah. For whatever journey that you're on.
Yeah, because everyone's journey is different.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's funny that you need to listen to instructions. I like how you said that.
Because it is.
Yeah, and be obedient. And to source.
Yes.
Right? Emphasize source, because one thing when you come into this industry, you're going to run into people who want to give you their own advice and their own tips and everything. Sorry to be, excuse me, but
no, you're good.
I like how you said listening to instructions from source, because in this industry, I feel like I'm realizing too, you're going to run into people who have those egos of thinking that they might be your source of who you need to listen to. Like, you need to listen to them because they have this, that, and the third. They know what they're talking about. Whatever. And not to take that from anybody, because you know what you know, rightfully so, and source may use that individual.
Absolutely.
You never know.
Anyone can be used. I always say that.
Anyone. And sometimes. Anyone. And it's so funny that you say that, right? How that person may be used, like, scenario-wise, like, just how source may use that person, anti-source, let me say it like that, can use that person. And your source will take the anti-source and use that message to your good. So when you said anybody could be used, remember that. Even the hate could be used.
Absolutely. Transmutation. And that's what I was going to say earlier when you were saying, you know, art is emotion.
Yeah.
Art is the transmutation of your emotion.
Hear that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So you're transmuting that energy and your sadness, your anger, your excitement, your bliss, whatever it is, your confidence, and you're putting that into your art. And that is what I love teaching artists, honestly.
Yeah. So you would teach artists about, like, is that it?
Just, you know, connecting with their self and being themselves in their music, but also navigating life and being able to transmute life.
Yeah.
You constantly go through it, and you have to put that into your art, or you're like a disservice.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, what are you doing?
Yeah. Because like what you put out there may save just one person.
Absolutely.
And that's another thing I've been highlighting. Like, a lot of people have been saying, like, you just putting out your art or whatever, you just doing something, it just may be one person, but that one person, it may mean the world to, and that may be enough too.
Yeah.
And I find that to be beautiful, because you could come into it and be like, I'm gonna get all this, and you might not get all of it, but that one person is the abundance. You know what I mean? That one person, it can do it for you. It can help you keep going. I interviewed someone last week, and they were talking about how they performed at a comedy show, and they were the opening act, and pretty much like the comedian came in and after just like pretty much like joked on me the whole time. It was kind of like, dang, like.
Yeah.
But it was so inspiring to me when he said it, because I'm like, you didn't even give up. Like, wow. And he was funny. It was funny because he was like, some people came up to him and was like, that was really good, you know, and he didn't think of that. But it's just cool to see and hear everyone's different experience, because there's been times for me where I've had lows. You know, I've had lows, and I even have lows even up until now. Like, people coming out of nowhere, you know, people, and it's funny because you commented on something like I posted. It was like, people think that you have no emotion because they can't see it and everything like that. And I'm so glad that you commented on that, because that's something that I recently went through, which I did not have the thick skin from over the years. I really probably wouldn't have made it how far I have already. And to me personally, I feel like I haven't even done much, and you would be surprised with how many people have been trying to knock me down, which I've been trying to like transmute that energy to. They feel like they gotta knock you down. Yeah, that should let you know something. So
yeah, absolutely.
What would be something you would say to people, me being people, when it doesn't look like you have it all together, or you don't have emotion? Like, I personally, now I've been kind of like, if it don't look like it to them, then it don't look like it to them. Are you doing it for them, or are you doing it for you?
Right.
What would be something that you would tell some people like me and everything going through that? Like, how do you block? You have to block out the hate, but how?
Yeah. You know, everything is so performative right now. You know, it's like you have to have this, and this to be lit. You know, I just don't resonate with that. I don't care about that stuff when I see people and they have these certain things. Like, you know, you have the followers and you have, and there's nothing wrong with those things, because for some people, that is their abundance showing for them. Okay. But you know, in some situations, that's all that people have. And in those situations, you know, I just think that everyone inside at their core, that's what matters. If you're good there, then you're not going to care about the other stuff. The people that are judging you because you do or don't have those certain things that are external, like, that's their problem. It's not yours.
It doesn't belong to you.
No.
Yeah.
It's
projection.
It's not your problem. You just need to acknowledge that they're experiencing something. Honestly, it's insecurity.
Yeah. I'm starting to realize but it was so crazy. It's usually the people with the biggest egos, which
the insecurity is the lack of what you have. which is the inside.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
You can't buy it.
You can't buy it.
You can't buy it.
Yeah. I don't think people know that though. You know, there's some things that money can't buy.
Yeah.
Integrity is one. You know, morale is another. So clearly confidence too. Yeah. And it's funny because like you're like in this industry, I'm realizing too, the thick skin and like knowing who you are is very vital. And I was trying to say earlier, I forgot. I worked in many different industries. I worked in the service industry. I've worked in cosmetology industry, like front desk. You know, I've worked in like front desk fitness industry, food, like so many different kinds of industries. But entertainment industry, I will say, is the most cutthroat because I feel like there are people literally going out of their way to almost be like a problem or a nuisance or an obstacle. And I never understood it, but now like having this conversation with you, I'm starting to realize that all of that really is internal. And since we're all in an industry that where it's funny because it's like the entertainment industries and most of it is ruled by our emotions. Like all these stuff start with ease and like expression and stuff. A lot of people's egos and everything like are so big, so fragile, so much, and then it's like it's all over the place. And I think like I've had definitely like a different experience of everything. This ain't even Hollywood, but it's, you know, everyone is carrying themselves like they are because maybe some people are trying to make it there. People are just trying to make a name of themselves or whatever that is. And I'm realizing in this, it's like it is about passion, you know, and it is about, what's the word I'm looking for? Passion, but it's also about like a movement, a movement. And what would you say your movement is with your artistry? If you have one yet, you know?
Yeah, I think as far as my music goes, for sure, just being authentic. I think the best thing that you can do is authentically be yourself so that other people can see what that looks like and do that for themselves. And it's a hard journey in doing that. You know, it's a lot of work.
It is.
And
because you can only be so authentic until you're not like oversharing.
You have to, well, you know, not in that sense, but being authentic and actually loving yourself and healing yourself and all of these things, it's hard work. For some people to really feel themselves when they do that, they're not in the best place. And then they have to go somewhere from there. It's a lot of work. And so me authentically doing that and allowing people to just feel seen by my music is a big thing, you know, because it is discouraging at times. I feel we see these artists and they're just already rich and they have all the stuff and we just feel like that is the only way that we'll be happy. Right. And I do think that abundance is very important and it's our birthright, you know, we deserve the best of everything. But
if you believe that you do,
yes. But how to get there?
That part. How do you get there? How do you get there righteously?
Absolutely. So I think people just being authentic in their art as well, the people that I work with, the artists that I work with, is very important for me to be able to facilitate that. And
I like that, and I like that is your movement. We don't really see that as much. I feel like it's slowly starting to make a comeback, but even with that, people are like faking that. If that makes sense. Like it's just really funny things. Like like just to highlight something like quick in pop culture, like people are accusing Ice Spice, I think, for being on Ozempic or something, or like a BBL, something like that, right? And so people have been trolling her about that, and she like posted something where she's sitting like it was like she was sitting on the bench, and she like posted like butt sweat to prove that she's working out. It was like the butt sweat on the seat, and it's so funny, like she's trying to prove that this is authentic, her body's authentic. That's why butt sweat's on the seat. But in the same sense, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Why would butt sweat be on the seat? You know what I mean? That's not something that really happens. Like, it's just like you try so hard that you miss type of thing. So it's like when you're saying it's very important to be authentic, I think even those who are up in Hollywood know how important it is to be authentic.
Okay.
And I think that you using that as just a movement now and highlighting that and working with your artists and doing that, I think that that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think that's a great thing. And I think that's just like a great movement too, because you could have the glitz and glam and you still can't be authentic. That's why I was trying to say the like ice spicy. Because it's like, even if you did get Ozempic and you got the BBL, you got the money to do it.
Right.
But you're trying to prove it to us so bad that you didn't. Why? Because you know that authenticity.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sells. I have a tongue twister, like all these words say. So it's like funny that you say that. Yeah. Like it just made me think of that because we were like, I sent it to my friend. I'm like, she's really bothered by this. So it's like it really is a selling point right now. People want to be able to relate. Mm-hmm. And if they can't relate, they don't want to buy.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like how you are using that as a movement.